Have you ever noticed your classic car is suddenly thirsty? Maybe your spark plugs is sooty, or your idle just won't stay smooth no matter how much you tune it. Today we're solving a specific technical puzzle: the Zenith Stromberg Needle Wear Mystery. If you own a Volvo 140 series, 240 series, Triumph, Jaguar, Range Rover with Zenith Stromberg 175 CD carburetors, this video is for you. We're going to look at why 1960s carburetors often performed better than the 70s versions, and how simple spring may ruining your fuel economy. Patrick's Garage. When we talk about Zenith Stromberg carburetor tuning, the first things people check are the diaphragm and dashboard oil, but there is a hidden culprit: needle and jet wear. In a variable Venturi system, the measuring needle and the fuel jet are the heart of your mixture control. If that hole in the jet becomes oval instead of round, your car will run rich, and you'll never be able to lean out it correctly. Let's look at my Volvo B18 engine. In early 60s, Stromberg used a centralized needle. It was fixed straight. If aligned correctly, it never touched the sides of jets. No friction means no wear, but as we moved into the late 60s and 70s, the Volvo B20 designers integrated this needle, this PCV crankcase ventilation system. They introduced a loaded, or biased needle. Why the spring? It was meant to ensure a consistent needle position for clear emissions. But here is the problem: the spring forces to the needle to rub against the side of the jet every time the piston moves up and down. Over thousands of miles, that needle acts like file. It wears groove into the jet. Sure, in the olden days, unleaded gasoline provided a tiny bit of lubrication to slow this friction down. Today, with unleaded fuel, that protection is gone. This is why 70s Strombergs often feel worn out compared to the 60s units. Some say the oil vapor from the PCV system is supposed to lubricate the needle. While there is a tiny bit of truth, it's not enough to stop the mechanical wear caused by that biasing spring. The mystery of the 70s Strombergs is simply that it was designed to be more accurate for emissions, but at the cost of long-term mechanical life. So, how do we fix it? You have two real options. The modern fix: replace the needle and jet as the matched pair. Don't just change the needle. If needle is worn, the jet is definitely oval. Replacing both at the same time is the only way to restore your fuel maps. Sure, the purest fix. Some enthusiasts hunt for the 1960s versions carburetors. The 1960s centralized needle carburetors to swap into their later engines. They are harder to find, but once set up, they stay stable for decades. If you're working on your Volvo 140 series, 240 series, check your needles today. If you see a shiny flat spot on one side of the needle and oval main jet, it's time for replacement. And remember, if you change from a biased needle carburetor back to a fixed needle carburetor, you must centralize the jet perfectly, or the piston will stick. The Zenith Stromberg is a brilliant piece of engineering, but even the best designs have their mysteries. Understanding the shift from the 60s to the 70s helps us keep these classics on the road and running lean. Drop a comment below. Do you prefer the early fixed needles or the later biased? I'll catch you in the next one on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing.